Good morning, everyone. Good evening. Whatever you like to take a greeting, take from me. I'll ensure that I can be your worthy partner in the search of good thoughts, good thoughts, and the search of wisdom. So today I would like to discuss about you. Why do people show off? We never thought about this. We always used to thought about this is a necessary things. We give priority to some material things very seriously. We we always we always give importance to some of the material things. Why do people shop? If I talk about, if you go to shop to buy clothes, what do you look for? Good to touch, good to wear, must look expensive, must not look cheap. Exactly. If you are going, what I'm trying to say is, if you are going to cloth shop, then what are you looking there? You all obviously you looks for the clothes, as well as some kind of cosmetic things which you can buy from that store also. But before that, I would like to explain you, or I would like to discuss with you that you find out the texture of it. Is if the clothes feels good to touch, it is, if it seems long lasting, it it should look kind of expensive but not cheap. That's how you pick up the shirt. That's how you use clothes, use each and everything. And when you choose a husband or a wife, it is the same checklist. Believe me, when you look for a partner, when you look for a husband, whenever you try to look for a wife, then you always, what is your eligibility criteria, or what is the parameter you that select your partner on what basis? Obviously, the same checklist that you used in the cloth shop, in the previous cloth store market. Good, you need to, obviously, if you buy a shirt, like if we compare about this shirt and husband or wife, you also choose a shirt that could be feel feel good to touch. It should be expensive, not cheap. And what the one thing I also have said in that, at that moment at that moment, of course, if you can walk around, your doesn't look cheap when we walk together. It is same mind at work. If you talk about, just observe yourself in a garment shop. Do one thing: observe yourself in a garment shop. You will see your story of the life. If you will observe the another person who is going to the market, if you observe the everyone who is doing shopping, who is doing buying some kind of things, buying some kind of stuff, then you can easily relate it to it with the life. If you are an exhibitionistic choosing clothes, if you are an exhibitionist choosing clothes, a little lower neckline, a bit higher on thigh, you'll be the same with partners. See my new puppy, I means my new boyfriend. Oh yeah, don't you fancy my trophy wife? People display their cars, they display their house, they display their lovers, they display their babies. It's all one continuous marketplace of validation. Why? If someone buy a car, if someone have a baby, if someone got engaged to get married, if someone got new partner in their life. Why they always shout, not shout, why they always wanted, why they always look for the validation from the society to feel worthy, to feel importance, to feel it. Like if you have a husband and you want to feel, and you always look for a sense of worthiness from the society, then you accept, yes, my husband is a, or my girlfriend is a worthy lover, or you can, he has a worth. And the main thing, it's all one in the continuous marketplace of validation. Everyone is looking for the validation from the society, and everyone must have to look it because they have condition in that way. So if I'll talk about the what is a meaning of a exhibitionist mind, it has lost the capacity to look directly at itself. Like if you go in the market, if you go in the some kind of exhibition, then you select things on the basis of their quality, their texture, fine. So what kind of sense you are using at that moment? You are using your natural process of, or you can say you are using your the that intellectual concept which is conditioned by is exhibit. At that time you become a, subconsciously you become exhibitionist mind who has lost the capacity to itself. It see itself only through borrowed eyes. It's see it see is it see itself through only borrowed eyes. He does not ever try to look itself by through his vision, through his mindset. He always asks validation or approval from the society. Its self-worth hang on what others say. It's depend upon the what others say. It's live a duplicate second-hand life. If others praise it, it feels worthy. If others scorn it, it collapses. What I'm trying to say you in the earlier part of the video, like it lives a duplicate life, second-hand life. If others praise it, it feels worthy. If someone shout it, if someone scorn it, then it collapses. This is a terrible slavery, running breathless after the approval of stranger, running breathless after the approval of a stranger. This is the most things people used to do in today's time, and the saddest part is the slavery is self-chosen. Believe me, uh, no one has a power then to no one has a power that he can you can be his slave or you can be her slave by their power. You choose yourself to be slave. The slavery is self-chosen and entirely unnecessary. One could instead choose strength. One could choose independence. Freedom is a far more joyous than any borrowed applause. This is a basic thing I would like to discuss about you, and I have to tell you about this. This is the freedom is a far more joyous than any borrowed applause. Obviously, because freedom is a not kind of things where you can borrow it, you can ask validation. Freedom does not ask validation. It's a kind of liberty, it's kind of environment where bondage appears bondage, where wrong things appears wrong things. And everyone has a choice. One can choose strength, one can choose independency. Why everyone is dependent on the validity from the society to feel worthy? Why they are emotionally totally dependent on these things? So today topic is over. I would like to discuss next topic with you in next time.